Welcome to Hate to Wait, where two lifelong dieters talk about their current struggles with weight loss. Diets, we've tried them all. We are not doctors. We don't play them on TV or on this podcast. Join our journey because misery loves company.
Merry post-Christmas, Emily.
Merry post-Christmas and a happy new year coming up.
Oh, yeah.
By the time this comes out, I think the next day is New Year's Eve. Yeah. Oh, no, this comes out New Year's Eve. So
That's
the next
correct.
day, January 1st, welcome to all the newbies who have found our podcast because I'm sure 2019, you're like, this is my year. This is the year I'm going to drop that weight. We all say it. Yeah.
This is the day we start. You won't be able to get into a parking lot of a gym.
No, my gym was closed on New Year's Day. I was like, isn't this like your Black Friday? Like, why are you closed on New Year's Day?
Well, I mean, the day after New Year's, when everybody
Right.
says they're all going back, you can't get on a machine. You can't.
No, I avoided it until
February.
February. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. When I did join the gym, when I was part of the gym.
And everybody gets sore and they all stop and they're like, this is bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
So I woke up this morning. I got on the scale and I was like, I don't want to do a podcast.
Yes, it is a few days after Christmas when we're recording this. And yeah, I worked pretty hard yesterday, I think. That's kind of a detox day. Somebody actually posted in the group that yesterday, the day after Christmas, they were using it to detox from carbs and, kind of eat healthy. I did the same thing. I didn't overeat on Christmas. The thing is, I'm still in my window because I do intermittent fasting. I'm still in either the 6 to 8 hours, depending on the day and what's going on, that I can eat. Christmas, though, my in-laws had Christmas cookies out. And I know I said I wasn't a big Christmas cookie fan. Somebody gave them coconut delicious creamy things. I can't resist coconut. That's the one.
That's
cookie
really,
that-
yeah, see, I'm not a coconut person.
I'll take all your coconut things.
Okay. I'll ship them to you. Sunday, well, my Philadelphia Eagles played on Sunday. So, and then my daughter was making Christmas cookies. So that's one of the things I like to do. So we went up there and she was making the Christmas cookies and she was making my favorites. And then she made this other amazing cookie that was, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a 4-part thing that she had to do. She had to make it, and then it had to sit for an hour, and then she baked it, and she put a little cream thing in it, and it was incredible. It was like a
Wow.
chewy macaroon. It had like a macaroon kind of texture to it,
Yeah.
and it was really, really good. I was only allowed to have 2 because she said she tried to make them 3 other times, and they never worked out. But this time they actually worked out, and they were really amazing. But they were very, very chewy. So, of course, I was testing cookies when we were there, and I was having cookies, and they sent me home with cookies. And, I was there. Again, I was in the eating window, but so then I had carbs because they had what they call pizza bombs there, which are like little pizza turnovers that they make.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. They use crescent dough, and then they put pizza and sauce, and they roll it up in a little ball, and they bake it. And they're really, really good.
Yeah.
So I had them. We watched the game, and then when I came home, they sent me home with cookies. It was pretty much a cookie weekend. But I got to tell you, on Christmas, after we had breakfast, which was amazing, they had this big breakfast casserole, and there was eggs and hash browns and cinnamon rolls. And when I got home, I was like sick of food. I had like a food hangover. But now here's the problem: is now I'm trying to get back on the wagon again. Not that the only thing I was in my window when I ate, but I did eat carbs and sugar, which I normally don't do.
Yeah. You know what? And we kept making it out to be like the 6 weeks of Thanksgiving through New Year's are really tough. And I didn't have much of a problem this year. However, this week, the Christmas and New Year's slump, nobody wants to do any work. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to go out of their way to I want takeout this whole week. I want to order my food and have it delivered to me. I'm still not a huge fan of like menus on Wendy's and Taco Bell right now. It's a weird phase I'm going through, but I would love pizza delivered to me every single day. That would be great. I don't want to cook. My dinner list still comes and I have those to make, which is funny. It's like watching food go bad in my fridge forces me to cook because I hate watching food go bad.
Yeah, not me. I watch it go bad. I know it's terrible. So, but the other thing is this week, and this is I have my special someone's coming in this week for a week.
Yay!
Yeah.
What day is that?
She'll be here tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. Is she staying through New Year's?
Yeah, she'll be here until she goes back the Sunday after New Year's.
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
but the thing is, we're going to be. I really not going to restrict what I do.
But you did really well. You did well with somebody else because she's got your back.
Yeah.
And she's supportive. That's always really important to have somebody supportive.
I got that, but we'll see. Again, it's one of those things where, we don't get to see each other that much, and she's coming in and we will, we're going to have pizza because
of course.
There's, that's when she comes here, she's like, ooh, we're going to go to that pizza place, right? I'm like, yeah. Okay, we'll do that. So, again, I mean, you can't not live your life to a certain extent. And the thing, like I said, but I guess it's with me is that a weight gain for me in percentage of weight, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but then if you roll it into the percentage, it's not that much. But when you tell somebody, wow, this week I gained whatever it is, it sounds like a lot. But then again, it seems to come, I don't know, it doesn't seem to come down as fast, but it does come down. So, and again, I think this week is mostly because I carved up.
Yeah.
And then that usually retains fluid or water. You swell up, carb up, swell up, then curse. That's how it usually goes.
You would think cursing would get rid of some of that weight.
Oh, if it only did. And then the thing is, now everybody's going to be balls to the wall because now it's the new year. Everybody's eating healthy. We're doing this. We're going to.
I like that. I weirdly like it. I know like for a lot of people, it's very short lived, but I still like that burst of energy. I feel like I want that New Year's Day energy at least once a month to kind of kick my ass into gear.
Yeah.
I need that inspiration. And you and I, we're ADHD. We're shiny object syndrome all the time. I want that shiny new object in my life, like more than just January 1st, but every few weeks when I'm kind of slumping, where I am right now, it's the end of the month and it's this weird transition week where like it's already 2019 in my head, kind of, even though the year's not over yet. I'm like, no, I need that kick. I need that kick in the ass. I kind of can't wait for it. It's the 27th now when we're recording it. And I'm like, I just don't want to do anything for the next 4 days. And then I'll do everything on January 1st. And, with diets, one time I read that Monday is the best time to start a diet. So, like, if I messed up over the weekend, I'd be like, okay, well, then I've already messed up on Friday. I might as well just make a weekend out of it. But I'll start again Monday.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing for me is I don't like that. Oh, well, I blew it. I might as well, whatever.
Yeah, that's something we've been working through the past years.
Yeah, is getting back on track as soon as I can.
Yeah.
That is my big thing. One of the things I did this week, it might have been one of those where I wake up and read something and then automatically just signed up for it. I looked at it. I'm looking at it right now. If it's coming up. Everything's loading slow. Everybody's sluggish after the New Year's.
Yeah, even the internet.
Yes.
We got new internet toys too. So the fact that like sometimes our new Google Home Hub won't do something, I'm just like, no, you are not allowed to take a vacation.
Right. So I signed up for, it's called the Keto Cycle Diet.
Oh.
And it asked you questions. It's like, do you like to cook? How much will you cook? How much time do you give yourself to cook? So I was like, oh, okay. So then, and it costs it's not a monthly thing. It's like, okay, here, give me this amount of money, which was like $30. It's not like $30. It was $30. And then it gives you a meal. So, but what I see here is it's like a breakfast, a morning snack, a lunch, an evening snack, and a dinner. So it's keto, but it's not intermittent fasting friendly. So I was thinking, well, maybe I could take my morning snack and incorporate it into my breakfast, and then my evening snack and lunch and everything. And so the breakfast is low carb, crunchy Brussels sprouts.
Now, so what do they do? First of all, do they give you a personalized menu for a
Yes.
certain amount of time?
Yes.
And a shopping list?
Yes. All that.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like 2 teaspoons of sunflower seeds, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds, a sixth of a pound of Brussels sprouts, a tablespoon of olive oil, lemon juice, and kosher salt. Then you just mix that all together, and then what do you do with it? Oh, you put it in the refrigerator.
So that sounds good. But then, all right, do you just make that? Is that just one snack, or do you make it and can you pick at it for a few days?
Well, that's breakfast. I guess you could make it, you could double, triple, quadruple the recipe and then divide it up.
Because I'm just thinking of buying those seeds. And when you go out and you buy pumpkin seeds and you buy sunflower seeds, it's like, oh, yeah, I want sunflower. If I buy sunflower seeds, I want sunflower seeds for a week. I'm not buying sunflower seeds for a snack. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, so then the evening snack is sunflower seeds.
Okay. All right. Good.
So then it says you get a sixth of an ounce. A sixth of an ounce.
How are you supposed to? Do you have a kitchen scale?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as you have a kitchen
I have
scale.
one. So why couldn't I just take the sixth of an ounce and just put them in my Brussels sprouts in the morning? Then I don't have to worry about that snack.
Yeah.
Because
I'm sure they are doing it in a way that, and I did this for a long time with other diets I've tried, where they want to keep your metabolism going. So they're kind of feeding you all day. That doesn't work for my body.
That doesn't for mine
Intermittent fasting works so much better for me.
Right.
I feel better. I just remember forcing myself to eat at something like 9 o'clock at night because they were like, well, you need this nighttime snack. And I'm like, I don't want to eat anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So the dinner is the Italian keto plate, which is
What is that?
3.5 ounces of prosciutto, a sixth of a cup of olive oil. They're into sixth for some reason. 3.5 ounces of fresh mozzarella cheese, 1 raw tomato, and a tablespoon of black olives.
I can't even picture how small that is. That sounds like such a small portion. But I'm sure you're eating throughout the day so much. Is
Right.
it an every 3-hour type diet?
It doesn't tell you that. Well, see, this is what I'm saying is we get sucked into these things.
Yeah.
Like the thing that drew me to this was if you don't like cooking, then and you want to stay keto, we have it for you. So lunch is keto scallops and jumbo shrimp and lemon and chive butter.
That sounds amazing.
Right. So it's a jumbo shrimp, scallops, and then you cook them in butter and you put some kosher salt, pepper, and then you squeeze lemon juice on it and you sprinkle with chives. And there you go.
And it's nice that you get your food delivered. So you could just throw all this
Exactly.
into your grocery shopping app. Okay. Because I always think of getting these diets and having to go around the store and find things. My husband and I have been searching for just a package of sesame seeds for like 6 months. None of our stores sell it. I feel like I just have never bought them before, so I don't know where they are in the store.
So have you found them yet?
No.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't want to order them because it's probably $12 on Amazon, and in the store it's $3.
And what I'm noticing is I'm looking through the week here is that your snack is sunflower seeds a lot.
That's good.
And hard-boiled eggs a lot.
Yeah.
So, and then, look, there's a keto meat lovers egg scramble. So we got all that good stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that looks like it's very easy to make. And I figure if it's easy to make and there's not a lot of cooking involved and prep involved, that's something that I will do. And I figured for $30, I'll buy this because it's a one-time thing.
And now this is ketocycle.diet is the website?
Ketocycle.diet. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Now, I just went into the plan. I didn't go to the website, so I don't know what the website's like.
Yeah, because I Googled it. I Googled Keto Cycle. This came up. Get your personalized 28-day keto diet. The thing is, it's funny. It's making me fill out all the questions first. And then at the very end, did you fill out all the questions?
Yes.
And at the very end was like, okay, get your plan here, $30.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Oh, man.
It got me.
They got you because you already put in some of the time. You're like, well, I might as well.
Yeah, because they're like, okay, how much time do you have for meal prep? And I'm like, under 30 minutes. And then they're
That's
like,
true. The question up to 30 minutes.
Right. And they
I
said,
want to be like 5. I have 5 minutes for meal prep.
I wanted that, but they didn't say. So then it says, okay, well, what kind of meat do you like? I'm like, well, chicken, pork, yeah, beef. And I'm not doing fish. I don't want lamb. I don't want veal. All right, I'll do that. And then it says, okay, what products do you like? And then so it's like onions, mushroom. I'm like, mushrooms, okay. Eggs, okay. Nuts, okay. Cheese, okay. Gotta love butter, milk, avocados. I did not pick because we all know how I am with. I'm like,
I know.
yeah, I'll take. I like seafood. I like olives. No coconut. Goat cheese. Ugh. All right.
Oh
So then
my
I
gosh,
did that.
I love goat cheese so
Right.
much.
So then it says, how physically active are you? I'm a workout hero, 3 to 5 workouts. That's me. Light workout. I don't know about that. And it says, I'm a newbie. I'm just starting. There I am. So then I do that. Then it says, how familiar are you with a keto diet? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going with beginner because maybe I need some lessons. Maybe I learned wrong.
Yeah.
So I went with that. And then it says, how willing are you to lose weight? And then I said, I want to lose the maximum weight because I do. And then it says,
I really wonder who puts in, I just want to lose 2 or 3 pounds.
yeah, you just
Like, really?
okay.
You know how to do that, people. If we're spending our hard-earned money, like when you break it down, okay, $30. How long of editing does that take you to make $30?
It's an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, or,
Okay.
it's one show.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's funny. I do that. I'm like,
Yeah, I do that too.
I'm like, how many podcasts is that? How many edited podcasts does that cost?
I have a client who's going down in the number of episodes she's doing every month. So I'm like, okay, so I can no longer use her to pay my insurance bill. I have to use her money to pay this bill. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? All right. And then I put my target, you put your target weight, your real weight, your height, and your age in there, and then you go next. And then it says, okay. And it tells you that, I can eat 2,350 to 2,650 calories. It says that 75% of my nutrition should be from fats. It says my achievable weight, my energy level, my water intake should be 3 liters. It says
3 liters. Is that,
I don't know how much
does
that
that
is.
sound right? Does that sound right to you? Because I thought you're not supposed to have more than 2 liters.
Hang on 1 second. Hey, Google, how many ounces is 3 liters?
3 liters equal 101.442 U.S. fluid ounces.
101.
Oh, okay.
So it's 100.
All right.
So it's like the maximum that I could do. And it says it'll reduce my risk for these diseases, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and memory loss, 75%. I'm all over that. And it'll give me 57 unique meals. So I was like, let's try it.
I mean, as long as it gives you a shopping list, that's the biggest thing. It's just like, here is a diet. Also, you have to buy $200 worth of food for the 5 meals that we're going to have you make. Like, no.
Right. I'm trying to remember. So I did this. It said something about the shopping list. There was a shopping list on here. Oh, at the bottom. Here it is. So I click this and it tells me everything I need. It says I need 7 eggs. I need how many sunflower seeds? I need 6 ounces of sunflower seeds. Yeah, it goes through everything I need here. So I can just
That's
order
good.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see how that goes with you.
Right. And the other thing is, since I put the coffee machine down here and I make my own coffee, that I don't go out for breakfast. So then I don't go out and cheat because I'm not outside buying fast food.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
So we're getting there. I feel like we're getting there.
I kind of, to be quite honest with you, I think after we did the show Thursday, I took the week off. Because now that I think back, there was 2 nights that I ordered in. One night I did fall off the fast food wagon. And then, the cookies and everything. So it was, you know what? Now that I'm looking at my results from the scale, I'm surprised that it's actually not a bad number, to be quite honest with you, now that I'm thinking about this. But it's really, really weird that I can have that much of a swing in just 1 week. It's weird.
Yeah, I heard this saying, first of all, when you have kids, the days are long, but the years are short. And when you're dieting, the days are even longer. They're so long because you're just kind of thinking in your head. You're just consumed about, okay, when can I eat? What can I eat? What am I doing? And then you look back and you're like, oh man, it's been a week of really good eating. And you're like, oh, it's only been 1 week of really good eating. But because those days seem so long because you're putting so much thought into everything.
It's true.
You're like, well, that was a hell of a week.
Yeah. Oh my God. I cook all week and because you're not really used to it. That's the one thing for me is I'm not used to going into the kitchen and cooking. It's not something that I normally do because I don't want to. I'll just come right out with it. I don't want to cook. I hate it.
Especially this week for me. I'm with you on that. I really like the meal delivery service because I get excited about cooking and they also teach me new techniques because my mom wasn't a great cook and she was also, I do the same thing. Unfortunately, this is like the one time I'll be like, I'm like my mom in one aspect of my entire life is we both don't like other people in the kitchen. So I never really got to sit there and watch her cook. My grandmother, she would let me sit there and watch her cook. She would let me help. And I try to do that with my daughter. But sometimes it's like, why does everybody need to get a glass of milk right now? Like when I'm in the kitchen and I'm running around, I'm going to the fridge. So anyway, I didn't really learn techniques. I took home ec, but it was like, here's how to read a recipe. All right. Like, go at it. Go for it. And I'd be like, okay. But this isn't actually sinking in so that I can go upstairs and make something without a recipe. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to be able to say, all right, I'm having chicken tonight and I'm going to make it with no recipe. That's a goal. That's a goal of mine. Aside from stir fry, which stir fry saves me a lot of the time.
Yeah, I get that. And so for my goals for 2019 is to be able to dude cook. And what I mean by dude cook is make something that's fast, healthy, doesn't require cooking and skill, and is not bad. Now, as I'm sitting here and thinking about this, I noticed that this keto cycle diet has a lot of hard-boiled eggs. And I'm like, well, what can I do with hard-boiled eggs that I could make in the morning and then it would be ready? And I wouldn't have to, I could just scoop it into a bowl, measure it out, and then be ready to eat. Because I do better at that.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out how to make a breakfast hard-boiled egg salad. What do you think about that?
Warm it up.
Okay, well, that's part of it, but there's got to be something else, like maybe put cheese over top of it.
What about sausage?
I could throw sausage in there and then chunk up sausage, throw that in there, heat that up with and some cheese over top of it, maybe a little salsa.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right? So there you go.
Yeah.
So instead of making an omelet, I can make breakfast egg salad.
Yeah.
Juan's Mexican egg salad. So there you go. So maybe just a little bit creative. I'm somewhat creative, right?
Yeah. I think if you're a podcaster or you make any kind of art at all, you have creativity.
Okay. So that is a goal. And then if I can do that, and then, because it's so easy to make hard-boiled eggs with that Instapot.
Yes.
It is the easiest thing. You just you put them in there, you turn them on, you put them in ice water, and then they're done. And I mean, they're perfect. They're easy to peel. There's no reason. I have a dozen hard-boiled eggs in my refrigerator at all times.
Yeah. I mean, you go through phases where you get sick of them. I get sick of eggs too.
Right.
That's the thing is I'll buy eggs and I need the date to be stamped bigger on it for me because I do the floating egg trick to see if they're good all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Because I never know how long they're in. I mean, I'm sure you go through them faster because you eat eggs a lot. But I'm always like, I don't remember when I bought these eggs last. And so what you do is you get a big glass of water. You put the egg in. If it floats, it's good. If it sinks, it's bad. And you need to throw them away.
Wow. I mean, I don't know how bad an egg has to be for me.
Let me double check that, but
Yeah, it's either the other, one or the other.
exactly. It's one. Oh, if they sink to the bottom and lay flat on their sides, they're very fresh.
Okay.
If they float to the surface, they are no longer fresh enough to eat.
Really?
Okay, good. If they're a few weeks old but still good to eat, they'll stand on one end at the bottom of the bowl.
But when they start to rise, that means there's a lot of gas in there.
Yeah.
I got it. Adam
Okay.
said a breakfast scramble, but just use hard-boiled eggs.
There you go.
So you could put bacon, all that, and then heat them up right in a pan real quick. But then, yeah, okay, that'll work. Something like that.
Yeah.
And
We can do this.
yeah, we can do this. And throw a little oil in there and see what happens. So the worst comes to worst, it's not that good. I'll eat it anyhow.
You might as well.
Yeah, it's just the way I am. I mean, I'll eat it. It's like, how was it? Would you make it again? Probably not, but well, then throw it out. Oh, I'm not throwing that out. That's how I live.
Yeah. So did you get anything for Christmas health related?
No, except cookies.
Except cookies.
No, I did not. But I got a lot of cool things. One thing I did get, I don't know if it's health related or not, but I got a really nice 24-ounce tumbler that will keep ice, so I could have water you don't like cold water, so that's no good for you.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
but for
I like
me,
it in the summer, but maybe for like the 2 weeks where it's just heat wave.
yes.
But other than that, I'd like it room temperature.
So I have that for if I want to make iced tea, or I was thinking about, they were talking about, instead of making iced tea, making a ginger and licorice tea. So you cut up ginger, you steep it like you would tea bags and with licorice root. And they say that's supposed to be really good for inflammation too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So everything for me this year is trying to reduce inflammation.
Oh, good.
That is
Okay.
my goal for 2019.
Yeah, it makes such a difference, the inflammation. And you don't realize it until you don't have it for a while. And then you eat carbs again, and you have to go through that carb hangover feeling where just everything feels heavy.
Yes. Yeah. That's how I felt
Yeah.
the other day. I was like, I'm having a carb hangover, and it was horrible. I felt disgusted. I was drinking tons of water trying to flush it through.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can't really do anything. It's not like you could press a button to just evacuate your system.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know what? You're right. And I didn't realize it until you just brought it back up again. It was that for me, once I ate I felt like crap. It did make me feel good. I really did feel terrible.
Yeah.
So that was a interesting response. It was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want these cookies because I'm going to feel like crap in an hour or two.
It's like we have to fail so many times just so we can remember that failing sucks.
I'm going to relate it to deer hunting. Deer hunting you do once a year. And what you do is you get up really, really early, and then you get dressed up, and then you go out into the woods, and you sit there and you freeze and wait for a deer to come by so that hopefully has horns and you can shoot it. And then halfway through this, you're like, I don't like this. And then you don't do it anymore until the next year, and you're like, oh, it's time to go deer hunting. And I think I did that for like 15 years, and then it was like, hey, you know what? It's time to go deer hunting. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't think so. I don't want to get up anymore. Don't get me wrong. I like venison, and I like all that. But it's too cold and it's too boring. And most of the time I'm out there and I fall asleep anyhow. So I don't want to do this anymore.
No, and we have so many devices now. Like now I'll tell Google, I told Google this year, remind me in the fall that I do not want to go to the big fair that's in New England, because every year I get angry at the kids. I get angry at the crowds. I don't get to go and do and eat what I want to do because everybody else is just running around. It's like either I have to go to this thing by myself and it will be the greatest thing in the world, or we don't go. No, we're not going to go. And I set a reminder for that. I also set a reminder not to go on a certain street in December ever because it's awful. All the stores are there. The lights are slow. There are no left turn only arrows. I'm like, never drive on this street. Just avoid it all of December. It's terrible. And I have that reminder. But it's funny because it's like, oh man, I really want to go to Old Navy. Oh God, but it's on Black Rock Turnpike. I'm not going there. Nope.
Yeah, well, I did really, really well again this year, whereas I did not go to one store before Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, I was actually able to do everything without going to a store.
I went to Barnes & Noble on Christmas Eve, which was fine because most people get their books and everything related to books on Amazon. But I went to Barnes & Noble to get some gift cards and to get some last minute. They actually sell games there. So that was a big thing. So,
Yeah, I was I'm just not in the mood to go out there and mess around with those people out there
Nope.
in there.
nope. And the other thing is, when you're around all those people, I remember Christmas shopping with my mom, and we would get up early. Like Black Friday wasn't as big of a thing when I was really little, but it became bigger and bigger. And the bigger Black Friday became, the earlier people would get up. I would get up with them. I'd go shopping. And by 10:30, I was famished and I ate crap. Oh God, when you're surrounded by people and you're just bustling with bags and you're like, do I want to leave the mall and go home and eat something? Nothing sounds good. You make terrible choices. And all of a sudden I have 2 Cinnabons and I don't know where they came from.
Oh, Cinnabons. Yes, absolutely. Those and those Annie something pretzels. Annie Mae?
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
But yeah.
Little Annie's pretzels, whatever they are.
Yeah.
They're
Mall food.
Mall food
is just,
absolutely.
I don't want it. I have to remind myself, I feel like crap after I eat it. After I eat it. While I'm eating it, it is the greatest thing in the entire world. After I eat it, though, it just sits like a rock. And that's one of those things. I want to remind myself of that. One thing I got for Christmas was I had this on my Amazon wish list, and my husband had no idea what to get me this Christmas. And I said, just look at my Amazon wish list. And on there was a scale, and it was one of those scales with the 12 different things that it does. So not only does it measure your weight, it's attached to an app. It has BMI, it has body fat percentage, it has water percentage. I want to know the science behind stepping on these like metal sensors with my feet, and it can get my water percentage. I don't know how much it's guessing. Skeletal muscle. Oh, this is another thing it'll tell you in the app. How much you weigh if your body is fat free. And I looked at that number and I said, I probably have not seen that number since I was maybe 8. And it's depressing. It is so depressing to look at that. Like,
how does it know?
Yeah. If you have 0 fat.
Yeah, I would have to. I don't know. I kind of call bullshit on this. Yeah. How does it know?
I don't know. Okay, so it's $30. It's Renpho, Bluetooth body fat scale, smart BMI scale, digital bathroom wireless. It has all the keyword stuffing in it going on, but it was $30. It also syncs with Google Fit, Apple Health, Fitbit. So that's really cool. Oh, another thing it has is body age. So it tells me how old my body is based on my weight and all the other stuff they're measuring. Apparently I'm 42 in body age.
See, there's no way that I would buy that scale. All that stuff in there, I could see it now. I would get on that thing, and the next thing you know, you'd hear, and it would go right out the window. I can't imagine what my body age is. I almost want to. I paid $30 for that. Well, again,
next time I see you, I'll just bring my scale down. We could all find our body age.
I'll get on, and it'll just say overload. It'll say can't compute. It'll go on strike. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the fun scale. And this is one of those things, I know a lot of women might be mad at their husbands for getting them a scale. It was on my Amazon wish list. And the reason it was on my Amazon wish list, because I didn't want to spend the $30 of my own money on a scale to tell me that I'm doing everything wrong. Or not that I'm doing anything wrong, but like, you don't want to get those numbers. You don't want to spend money to have, it's not like it's yelling at me, but in a way, I feel like I'm disappointing this scale, this battery operated piece of glass that's going to be like,
well,
wow.
I feel this week was where I took my foot off the gas and coasted a little because I know that the mountain is coming. And, now the mountain, we're going to start on the mountain. So I feel that, this time, this week, I kind of took my foot off the gas a little bit.
I think with any dieter, though, I think we look at it as a mountain that we're climbing and we're going directly up. But from what we've learned the past 35 episodes, you and I, we're going up this mountain, but we're going up, kind of coming back down a little bit, coming back up, going back down, coming back up. But we're still continuing to move up.
Yeah.
Just not in a straight line.
Right.
It's never a straight line.
That's true. Yeah. So again, I think that this year is the first year that I can ever remember that I weigh less now than I did the beginning of the year last year.
Oh, me too. I actually have a milestone. This time last year, I was 40 pounds heavier. 40 pounds I lost this year. And the thing is, I got on the brand new scale and I looked at all the numbers and I was like, oh my God, Emily, come on. Because now I have new numbers to measure against. This is why podcasters don't look at your stats all the time. But
see,
I saw Dave Jackson just join. So I was like, oh, podcasting mode, dude, light switch. And I'm like, no, but I lost 40 pounds. And probably this time last year, I was like, man, if I could just lose like 10 pounds this year, I'd be happy. It's never going away. I don't know what I'm going to do. And it's so hard to celebrate that, even though if I knew a year ago that at the end of the year, I would have gone down 40 pounds, I'd be like, oh my God, are you serious? Really?
yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think for me this year, it's 30 pounds. Basically, it's like I'm down 30 pounds than I was last year. So I've been just kind of, it's really weird. I lost 30 and I've been like sitting, hovering around there. I'd go down and up and down. But basically, I've lost 30 pounds. So, if I could do this next year, that'll be 60. And so it's better to lose that. And again, for me, it was all about trial and error and then staying with it and staying with it no matter what.
That's the biggest one, is the staying with it.
And there's only one reason. And one reason only that this is happening, and it's because of this podcast right now. If it wasn't for this podcast, I'd probably be even heavier or at least the same weight.
Yeah.
But most likely heavier.
I may have gone down 10 or 12 pounds on my own, but I probably would have gained it all back this week, especially the week of just, I don't want to do anything. The other thing is, I have a picture from last year of me with the family on Christmas, and I remember looking at that picture and being like, oh, that has to change. That picture, I never want to take that picture again. So I'm comparing it to the picture this year. Now, unfortunately, my mother-in-law got my husband, me, and the kids matching pajamas to wear, and it's a giant panda. So I have this giant panda suit on. And that's all I could see is me as a giant fucking panda. And I'm like, oh, well, that's just not flattering at all. So I'm almost hesitant to compare it to last year when I was wearing like a very nice shirt. But no, this year I'm a giant panda.
Wow.
I'm Panda Claus.
Can you save the panda pajamas for next year and then put them on again?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because, well, the other thing was she bought a 2X. And when I put them on, I'm like, she should have gotten just an XL.
Well, look
like,
at you.
They were big. And in the pictures, I'm actually pulling the shirt back and scrunching it in the back. So there's like, I'm trying to give myself a waist, but as a giant panda, you cannot give yourself a waist. I think in the group, I'll post the picture of last year where I'm wearing the nicer shirt.
Right.
And then compare it to the panda, I'd be like, maybe I could tell a difference in my face. I probably can, because I definitely had a lot more neck last year. So hopefully some of that 40 pounds was neck.
That's where I notice everything for me. It's all on my face. I do notice a big difference in my face from, when we started this last year. And then again, we have all these Facebook Lives.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know. Oh, have you looked at old ones?
I'm afraid to.
No, go look at old ones.
All right, I could.
Go look at old ones, because it's so funny, because I'm like, I have a chin now. It's a very tiny chin, but my chin is like, it comes out anyway. My ex-husband used to call it my power chin, because when I get angry, that chin just jets right out and just...
Your power chin.
My power chin. So when I get that, like, I'm all excited. I'm just like, yay, I can be angry again because I've lost weight. I try to be angry and I'm just like, I can't.
Oh, the power
happy.
chin. Okay.
Power chin.
There we
yeah.
go.
I want my power chin back. It's not as powerful with extra chins. No.
Okay. Right. So now you have a power chin. Before you had power chins.
Yes, I had power chins.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
well, because the power chin would jet out, but then the other chins would just jiggle underneath it. It's like,
Oh.
ooh.
That's not that's not a good look. All right, I got you. All right. Well, there
There's
you go.
your mental picture for the day.
All right. Why don't we get into some Winning Wednesdays?
Yay. Yeah, Winning Wednesday was the day after Christmas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The day after Christmas.
Day after Christmas. Okay, so Deborah threw out the cookies and cakes instead of keeping them around for further nibbling. Yay!
And then Elaine said, I gave away all the sweets. LOL, protein and veggies today.
Great job. I know a lot of people were detoxing yesterday.
Yeah, so was I, to be quite honest with you. Yes.
Yeah, we were all detoxing. Angel recently found a photo of herself at her heaviest and put it next to a more recent photo, and the difference literally blew her mind. She's lost 60 pounds since 2014, and it was a slow route, but she's almost there. She has 10 more pounds to go. That is so fantastic.
That's amazing. Julianne says, I'm not overeating. So there's a good one.
Yay! Deborah said for the past 7 years, she's kept a yearly planner as a journal of sorts. She's recorded her weight, her thoughts, her goals, everything. And over the past couple of years, she's neglected it. So when this new year started to get closer, she debated on whether or not to continue with the planner, since she clearly hasn't been using it like she used to. She lost some weight, she put it back on, and she asked herself, why would I want to continue to write negative things in her journaling and a higher number every week? Well, she decided to shove Miss Negative Nancy back into the dark, cold hole. She's buying a 2019 planner, and she will use it properly. That's great, Deborah.
All right, so there you go. There are Winning Wednesdays. I didn't have any Winning Wednesdays. I was like, I did everything wrong. I did that from last Thursday to now. I did everything wrong.
I had a mini mom meltdown Christmas night, and Wednesday I got it all out of my system because I basically, at the end of the day, the kids went to bed. I played video games. I worked on work for my client. I had some me time. I vented to my husband at the end of the day. And I'm like, Christmas sucks. I want to cancel Christmas. It's never good. The kids are crazy. Everyone's just crazy. I look like a giant panda. I hate this. I hate Christmas. And then the next day it was like I purged it all out of my system. And Wednesday was like nice and calm. And I was like, all right, let's go through our intermittent fasting. Let's get back into our routine of, I skipped morning pages on Christmas. That might have been why I had the meltdown. I got all that crap out of my head in the morning on the 26th. Then I went about my day calmly. The kids weren't as crazy. They lost their craziness that I've been dealing with all month because now Christmas is over. Not that I'm reveling in their depression, but
I feel better. I mean, Christmas is over, and I hate that season. Absolutely despise it. I am the biggest Grinch. It's been that way for years. I know everybody, loves Christmas, and it's the best time of the year, and I despise it. And now that it's over, it feels like someone's lifted the weight off my shoulders. I have no idea why. There's no real reason for it. But anyhow, now that Christmas is over, I'm like, okay, let's get ready for 2019.
Yep. And this is recovery week for a lot of people. It's kind of recovery week and a little bit of a vacation mode in their heads. But we got to buck up. I mean, this is coming out New Year's Eve, but hopefully we can buck up for the rest of the week until 2019.
Right. As it's funny, this will come out New Year's Eve as I'm out buying snacks for New Year's Eve. I'll try to do somewhat better. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. You know what time it is?
Yeah, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time for the moment you have all been waiting for. It's time for The Weigh-In.
Well, it is an odd episode. It is an odd month, but it is an odd episode.
Oh, so that's me. Okay. Well, with my new scale, and the funny thing was, I made sure to compare it to the old scale, and the old scale was accurate according to this new scale. So I was pretty happy about that. I was worried that it would have been nice if the new scale had a lower number than the old scale. And I would be like, oh my God, I lost even more weight. But no, I went down a pound, which was the pound I gained during Shark Week. And I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm back down to my lowest on the show.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty considering Christmas because those coconut cookies, they got me. I lost count of how many I had.
But still, you maintained. Why is it that
I maintain. Yeah.
I'm up 8 pounds? 8 pounds.
Okay.
I was like, I got on a scale today. I was like, oh, love of corn flakes. I just got down from the last time. Oh.
That's okay because you know why? Because tomorrow's a new year.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe by the time this comes out, because we are doing this a little, I'll be down some. I don't know that, though. We'll see.
Yeah, so, okay.
So when I got on the scale this morning, I was like, I'm not podcasting today. That's
I
it.
saw that.
I was like, I don't want to do this again. But I can see that anytime that I carb up, that it's going to make a big difference. And so then I just have to go back to what I was doing. I know what to do. I just got to continue. I got to string days together. Like Jerry Seinfeld says about writing jokes. You got to do it every day. You got to put an X on the calendar.
Yes, don't break the chain.
Yes.
That's a big thing.
Don't break the chain. Well,
Don't break the chain.
I broke the chain. I threw it in the trash. I broke every link. I wish I would have thrown those cookies out. You know, it's today I have to go. As soon as we get done here, I have to go pick up my son. He's going to come over here for a while, and I'm picking up leftover food from Christmas, and there's going to be like peppers and onions and stuff, the turkey and ham, stuff I can eat. But then they said they were going to put cookies in there. I'm going to take the cookies out and give it back. No cookies. I'm done with the cookies. No more cookies, Stray. Yeah, put the cookie down.
Do you remember we had the challenge of ending the year lower weight than we were before Thanksgiving?
Yes.
On Thanksgiving, when we recorded episode 30, we were minus 51 pounds. As we're recording this episode, which will come out the day before New Year's, we are down 52 pounds. We got that 1 pound.
Well,
We did it.
that was you. That was you did all that. Wasn't me.
But no, we did it because I lost since that episode. I have to do math and not try to do it out loud. Okay, so since that episode, I lost 7 pounds in 6 weeks. 7 pounds in 6 weeks.
Okay.
So you're only up 6 pounds.
Well, okay. Yeah.
But we lost a pound collectively.
We lost it. We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
By
We
the
got
skin
it.
of our teeth.
Yeah,
We
did
lost
this.
1 pound.
Yes.
All right. So when we get back here next week, we'll see how I do this week. I'm definitely, and then the other thing too was, I got to say, I did fall off the exercise. You know, I wasn't doing as many steps as I was before because I was trying to get a lot of work done here. You know, because I have company coming in, I wanted to try to get as much of that out of the way so I didn't have to worry about it when she was here. So that's all done.
Yeah. Where's Arnold? Where's Arnold to yell at you for the cookies?
You know what? Where is Arnold? He's not on my. I don't have him on my thing here. I'll have to look him up. Oh, wait a minute. He was in the. Here he is. Here we go.
Put that cookie down now!
There we go.
That's us. That's what we have to have playing in our heads right now. Because I know my mother-in-law isn't going to throw out those Christmas cookies today when I have to go over there. And I kind of want a coconut one right now.
Right. Well, it's you know that's fun. There's things out there that you can have that would satisfy that, but won't throw you off. Like they make these things called fat bombs. Have you ever heard of them?
Yes, they're wonderful because it's coconut oil and a lot of them.
Right.
And I love my coconut. I actually tried oil pulling today and yesterday with coconut oil. So I get to switch coconut oil around in my mouth for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't played with any of it yet, so I don't know. You know, I haven't tried to make them yet. I think I'm going to task my one daughter, who's really a good cook, to start making some of these. I heard they're not that hard to make.
They're not hard because coconut oil just freezes. So one of the things I used to make when I was doing Trim Healthy Mama was healthy chocolate substitutes. It was basically a fat bomb. It was coconut oil, stevia, because that was the sweetener we could use, and unsweetened cocoa, and I think vanilla extract. And you just mix it together, lay it out flat or put it in little silicone
almost like coffee.
ice cube trays.
Or, yeah, you could do that. Or like the little mini muffin tins.
Yeah. And you
Cupcake
could just
papers.
eat it like that. I would put nuts in mine, and sea salt was really good with it.
And then you freeze it, and it's it's just as good as. Let's get crazy. It's not just as good as chocolate chip.
It is. It's not as good. It's something. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta run though.
I do too. All right, so everyone, thank you for listening. And if you want to join us, it's very easy to do. Go to hatetowait.com/Facebook. Join our private Facebook group. Got a lot of good things going on there. We are up to 130 members, and we thank every one of you. And we will be here next week, and hopefully with a better number for John. And until next week, take care.
Yeah, you guys got this. Bye.